Hello, my YouTubers. Welcome to the morning post-game show after the 5-1 drubbing that the Leafs got from the Boston Bruins in Game 1 of the first round of the playoff series. And I'm going to take you live to the post-game. Enjoy.
Canadian Spring Big Red. Save up to 50% in-store and online with prices that are as low as we go this season from April 18th to 24th.
What was the biggest issue tonight, Tyler?
I just think we took too many penalties, obviously. We actually didn't have too bad of a first period. It was kind of the second that got away from us, and they took advantage of our mistakes and too many penalties, and yeah, that was kind of the biggest part.
How do you explain those penalties? Are you just getting caught up in the emotions of the game?
I would say a little bit, yeah. Obviously, the first period was obviously everyone was a little nervous, just trying to get into the game, and stuff like that happens. But we got to be a little bit more, prepared to just kind of tone it down a bit, and not be so emotionally invested, and stick within the game.
What's it going to take to have better success offensively as a team?
Yeah, we kind of showed that a little bit in the third. We were kind of getting more pucks on net, and that's what we got to do, and keep it a little bit more simple. And we got our looks in the third. We just kind of obviously go over some video and look at it later.
You've been on the other side. How tough is it in this building when they get rolling, the crowd gets rolling?
Yeah, definitely the crowd is a big part of their success. They get behind them, so that's one thing that next game we need to do is kind of nip that in the butt and try to keep the momentum on our side.
What did you learn about Swayman when you were around him last year? What stood out?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good goalie. We got to get in front of his eyes so he can't see it. Be all around him. Try to get a couple, and hopefully more will go in.
What was the biggest challenge issue for the team tonight?
Turnovers to the neutral zone. Obviously, we give them a very good look in the start of the game there, and they capitalize on it. It's obviously a very skilled team over there. When you give them a lot of power plays, they're going to start really feeling good about their game. So something that we got to really limit as well.
What's the key to generating more offense moving forward here, making life a bit tougher for Swayman?
Like I said, just not as many turnovers to the neutral zone. We got to be more direct. Thought we started doing a better job of that in the third period. A little bit throughout the first as well, but second we kind of got away from that, and just from that point on, it's just trying to find low to highs, or even stuffs or throw-ins from the side of the net, so just try to get bodies there and try to generate a little more from that.
What did you see on the power play tonight in terms of just the process? How was it going?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a couple good looks on that 4-on-3. I mean, had a couple good looks by the pad. Unfortunately, one just didn't drop, but obviously playoffs is a special teams kind of thing. Can really win you series. So I'm sure tonight we're going to talk about it. Tomorrow we're going to look at it and see what we can do better and see what we can fix and go forward. It can be a game breaker, so we got to make sure we get it locked in.
How much did you miss Willie?
I mean, obviously he's one hell of a talent. Does a lot of things for us out there, even strength power play wise. So he creates a lot of offense as well with his skill and speed through the neutral zone, and really just from picking up pucks in the D zone. So just like we've talked about all year, man, we've had some really big names go out, and we've had a lot of guys step up. Fortunately, tonight wasn't one of those nights, but we get to regroup tonight, recover tomorrow. See what we can do better, and get ready for game 2.
How would you describe the atmosphere tonight? What's it like when the crowd gets going like that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been here a lot, so you just got to I don't know if it's battle through it or anything, but just we know it's always going to be a loud building in here. It's the same when they come to our building. So passionate fans on both sides. Like I said, it's we need to do a better job in the first there of just really limiting that rush chance, really letting their fans kind of get into it and get going.
What's the key on the penalty kill, tightening up a bit?
Well, I thought we did a good job in the first there, and then I think you do kind of get a little sense of what the penalty kill is going to do when you get more than 3 or 4. So, like I talked about, we got to stay out of the box. It's a highly skilled team over there with 2 good power plays that can make plays and really generate a lot of momentum for their team and possibly score. So, I thought we did a good job throughout the first period there. Second, I thought we had a couple good clears and stuff like that, and then just one little mistake or one little error, it's back in their net. So, we'll look at all those special team things tomorrow, I'm sure, and try to clean it up and, like I said, be better for game 2.
Yeah, what was the biggest issue, challenge for the team in your mind today?
We started pretty good first period, really good, and second a little bit penalty is get some slow down for us. But we need to be some heads up. We've been in this situation in last year against Tampa, and just we need to believe each other and stick together.
What needs to improve on the penalty kill specifically?
We understand Boston is a really good power play. These guys play really smart. This is what we will see today.
For you, when the puck goes in, regardless of whether it's your fault or not, how hard is it to keep the confidence up? How do you do that?
What do you mean?
When the puck goes in, right? 4 goals go in tonight, and the last 2 games of the regular season, goals go in. How do you keep your confidence up?
It doesn't matter. Forgot about this, and keep on working, It's not doesn't mean after 3 games get some bad goal, we see in last 3 months what's going on, and I believe myself, I believe my skill, I believe everybody in this locker room, and this is why you make some confidence.
Was it like to play in this atmosphere tonight? The crowd really got going when they started rolling?
Yeah. It's like all the time here. Time play against Boston. It's home rink for these guys, but we didn't listen. We just play hockey here.
What was the biggest issue, challenge in your mind for the team tonight?
I can think of a couple things. Obviously, just too many penalties. I think you give a team like that opportunities on the man advantage. Obviously, that many they're going to capitalize. And I thought we started out pretty good game, and then just little mistakes, and they're a very patient team, and obviously executed on the mistakes that we made. So it's a game of inches. We get a taste of what the series is all about here in this game, and we just continue to we got to elevate our game and continue to put our best foot forward and get better.
The 4 and 3 at the 4 and 3 power play at the start of the second was a big moment. What do you see from the power play tonight in general?
Some good, some bad. Obviously, we'd like to be more consistent, and I think it just all comes down to execution. When we get the opportunities that are there, is try to capitalize them, and when we get them, obviously, it's tight. They're a very patient team. They play well defensively, and we just got to continue to challenge the net and have guys there and try to outnumber them.
Austin, penalties happen sort of in the moment. How do you curtail those moments? How do you get more discipline?
I think it's just all about the mindset and keeping our composure and finding that fine line of obviously competing, and sticking up for one another, but not crossing that line where we're the ones that are getting taken to the box. So.
You guys were in this position last year. At this time, down 1-0. It was at home. What do you take away from how you guys battled back last season?
Well, that's the thing, is it's one game at a time, and we can take a lot from this game and try to course correct it and reinforce different things. But in the end, we just got to come out and elevate our game and in all different areas, minimize mistakes. Like I said, they're a very patient team, and they're waiting on those mistakes to jump on them and capitalize on them. So we just got to obviously take care of the puck and simplify things a little bit, because I think when we did that, there was points in the game where we gained a lot of momentum. So it's just finding that throughout the 60 minutes.
How would you describe your emotions during this game and the way the crowd got into it?
Yeah, this is obviously a building we're familiar with, so it's going to be a great atmosphere. We know it's going to be loud, and I think it's just channeling that in the right way and going out there and just competing.
What was the impact of not having Nylander out there tonight?
Well, he's obviously a great player and a big part of our team. We've been in situations where we had key players out throughout the season, so it's just about other guys getting more opportunity, and stepping up and making the most of it.
Your thoughts on the game and where things went wrong for you guys tonight?
Well, I think there's little things inside the game that make the difference. That give them the edge. Obviously they got a huge save early in the game at 0-0, right? And then shortly thereafter we make a mistake, give up a 2-on-1. So that's the type of chance that we didn't get through the game. And then started the second period. We had a couple chances, really good chances, some of our best chances in the game. Matthews, Yarncroc, a chance to even the score, and don't do that, and then turn one over on the breakout, and ends up, long shift, ends up in our net, and the penalties piled up, which allowed them to pull away in the game. So those are just little things inside the game. I don't, that's what makes a difference. And at this time of year, you can't make those mistakes. Usually the teams that does ends up on the wrong side of the game. Outside of those mistakes, the flow of the game, everything, we're right there. We have our chances, and we don't make good on them. But just too many mistakes, little mistakes like that 2-on-1, the penalties, careless with our stick. That kind of stuff is not good enough.
Sheldon, how do you think the group handled the emotion of the game, the moment?
Well, like I said, careless penalties. Domi's penalty obviously is the one that's I would call an undisciplined penalty. I understand what he's trying to do, but cross the line there and can't do that. But then just the high sticks and that kind of stuff, like that's just careless stuff that I don't know if that has anything to do with the emotion or anything like that. In terms of the emotion of the game, the competitiveness, the physicality, we had no issue with their game on that end of it.
Sheldon, obviously the power play didn't get a goal, but I'm just wondering what you saw from a process standpoint.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. It was really slow, disconnected, not good enough.
Sheldon, when it comes to being more disciplined and taking fewer penalties, like penalties happen in the moment, how do you curtail those moments?
Well, like I said, to me, you got one penalty. The Domi penalty is the one that's, that's undisciplined in nature. The others, I think we had two high sticks. That's just carelessness. That this time of the year, you just got to be dialed in. Your stick, you can't allow your stick to get up like that. Sometimes it's going to happen, but it happened too much tonight. Even the other one, the Benoit penalty, like stick's a little careless there for me early in the game there. The McCabe one, I don't know. You could probably find 40 of those penalties in a game tonight. That one happened to get called, but like I said, I don't look at it as us being undisciplined or anything, but just a little careless with the sticks. The only one I set aside. There's two different things there for us to sort out.
How would you describe the impact of Nylander not being in there tonight?
I mean, he's a very good player. Makes a big difference on our team. We've played without guys at different times, and we've handled it very well. We didn't handle it very well tonight, and he's one guy that we haven't experienced playing without, and certainly missed him. But all that said, that he has nothing to do with us taking too many penalties or giving up a 2-on-1, or obviously the power play makes an impact there, but. Like I said, we've handled that situation very well all season. Some of our best games have been when best people are out. It's tough to go into a playoff without them, but not the storyline here for us tonight. There's other things that we needed to do a lot better.
What did you make of Samsonov's game?
I thought I would categorize each of their goals from his perspective as good goals. There's a tough chances, tough shots. He made a couple saves, that one flurry in the first period towards the end there, where there's stuff happening around the goal line. He battled, kept it out. I don't put this one on him for sure, obviously. And then, on the other side, we only get one. So that's not good enough to help any goalie win.